Hello friends! In this video you'll see how the actors of the TV series Stargate SG-1 1997-2007 have changed. You'll know their real names and age. I will show you how they look then and what's with them now. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Dr. Daniel Jackson is an archaeologist and a member of the SG-1 team. He is smart, sensitive and principled, able to analyze complex problems and find solutions. He helps the SG-1 team establish peaceful relations with other races. The role is played by Michael Shanks. Colonel Jack O'Neill, Richard Dean Anderson, is a highly trained military man, SG-1 squad leader, excellent tactician. Although he is often rude and unhappy, he is devoted to his work, friends and his team, depressed by the tragic death of his son. Walter Harriman, Gary Jones, is a technician and communications officer at Black Lagoon Base. He's friendly and sympathetic, always ready to help the members of the SG-1 team. Work is the whole meaning of his life, and he is respected for his professionalism. Dr. Janice Fraser is the Chief Medical Officer at Black Lagoon Base. She can quickly and accurately diagnose any disease. She is always professional, yet kind and sensitive to the needs and emotional state of her patients. The role is played by Cyril Rothery. Major General George Hammond is the U.S. Air Force officer in command of Black Lagoon Base. He is principled, devoted to his country and the team, always ready to listen to them and help. The role is played by Don Davis, who died of a massive heart attack in 2008. Sergeant Seiler is the senior technician at Black Lagoon Base. His job is to keep the vehicles operational so that the SG-1 team can successfully carry out their missions. He is a real pro in his field, which often saves the lives of his team. The role is played by Dan Shea. Director Peter DeLuise has been involved in national security issues for many years. He has a cold mind, trying to find the balance between his responsibility for the security of the country and the desire to support scientific research related to the Stargate. Jonas Quinn, Corey Nimitz, is a member of Team SG-1 representing the planet calendar, which has been taken over by the Goa'uld. He is smart, quick-witted and loyal, but has his own goals. He strives to protect his planet and people, and sometimes acts on his own. Selmak is the highest member of the Tok'ra race. He is wise, experienced, helps people and his race in the fight against the Goa'uld, transfers his life from one master to another, which allows him to continue to live and help his race, played by Carmen Argenziano. Goa'uld is the longest-lived Goa'uld and one of the masters of the universe. He is cunning, fearful and intelligent, a true master of manipulation, and has used his skills to counter the SG-1 team. He prefers luxury in everything. The role is played by Cliff Simon. Kull Warrior, created to protect his Goa'uld overlords. He is a strong and fearless fighter, nearly invulnerable to conventional weapons and physical attack. He is one of the most intimidating and dangerous enemies of the SG-1 team, performed by Dan Payne. Master Braddock is a respected leader and warrior of the Jaffa race, and one of Tiaka's closest advisors, known for his wisdom and philosophical views, often sharing his knowledge and experience with the SG-1 team, played by Tony Amendola. Apophis is a cruel Goa'uld and one of the rulers of the universe, who captured planets and enslaved their population. He is cunning, dangerous and a skilled ruler, using his strength and power to subjugate other races. The role is played by Peter Williams. Senator Robert Kinsey is an advisor to the President of the United States, a skilled politician and manipulator who uses his status to achieve his goals. He often plots against SG-1, has conservative views on military and political issues, played by Ronnie Cox. Colonel Chekhov, Gary Chok, is a Russian military officer who was sent to investigate the Stargate artifact. He's a smart, driven, but aggressive person and wants to use the gate for his own personal gain, ready to sacrifice his life to achieve the goal. Tok'ra is a member of an aboriginal race living on a distant planet. Initially wild, he changes when he begins to communicate with people, considering them as allies. He is kind and intelligent, showing interest in other cultures, played by Diane Johnstone. Lantosh Martooth are a symbiotic pair of members of the Tok'ra race. They are both noble leaders of their race who fight the Goa'uld. Lantosh is older, has the knowledge and experience of his predecessors, and trains the young Martooth, played by J.R. Bourne. Dr. Sarah Gardner, Anna Louise Plowman, is an archaeologist and expert on ancient Egyptian culture. She is smart and determined, ready to fight for the good of humanity. One day, she became a princess and servant of Anubis and helped him take over the galaxy. Major Lawrence took part in the mission to recall the Guardian on Lathan. He and his team were pinned down by Jaffa ground troops while trying to hold the gate. Bold and courageous, a true leader who cares about the safety of his team, played by Colin Lawrence. Anis and Freya are members of the Asgardian science delegation. Anis is researching mental development and Freya is researching medicine and genetics. They are both very beautiful and highly intelligent, bold and purposeful. The roles played by Vanessa Angel. Colonel Chernovshev was in charge of operations at the Russian beta station. He's a polite and professional person and sometimes clashes with members of the SG-1 team due to cultural differences, likes the precise execution of his orders. Colonel Frank Simmons, John Delancey, was a Homeland Security agent doing assignments for the Pentagon. He is ready to do anything to achieve his goals. Conflicts with Colonel Jack O'Neill. He was involved in incidents that caused international conflicts. Kasuf Eric Avari is the leader of Bedouin tribe on the planet Abydos, a wise and respected elder of his tribe who greatly values his traditions and the freedom of his people. He also saved the SG-1 crew from danger by giving them shelter in his tribe. Zipakna is a high Goa'uld, a brutal warlord and administrator of the military operations of other Goa'ulds. He is cunning, treacherous and ruthless even to his subordinates. Once he kills his priest when he fails to meet his demands, played by Kevin Durant. Gershaw of Beloit, Sarah Douglas, is the leader of the Goa'uld Council, one of the more intelligent and diplomatic Goa'uld. She is highly intelligent and has a sense of responsibility to all Goa'uld. Gershaw is also cultured and elegant in her dress and manner. Shanok is the wife of the Goa'uld Tanith. She is also a previously infected Goa'uld who was cured by SG-1. The Shanok is a symbol that even those who have been tainted by the Goa'uld can be healed and regain their humanity. Performed by Musetta Wander. Captain Connor, Roger Cross, is the leader of the ranger team that explored the lost city in the jungles of Puerto Rico. He's very cautious and distrustful of everyone except his crew. He is a disciplined and experienced commander who knows his job very well. Dr. Rowley, Samantha Ferris, is a highly trained scientist and engineer who works for the Stargate program. She is a talented and intelligent, persistent and fearless personality, often risking her life to save her friends and protect the Earth from enemies. Reese Daniel Nicolette is created as an artificial intelligence. Her mind remained innocent until she realized that her technology was being used to kill other beings. She is a kind and sensible person, strove for peace and was ready to sacrifice herself for this. Dr. Svetlana Markova is a scientist and pioneer in the study of other worlds in Russia. As chief scientist, she helped establish the Russian Stargate program in Siberia. She is brave and courageous and dedicated to her work. The role is played by Marina Sirtis. Major Samantha Carter, Amanda Tapping, is a scientist and engineer working for the Stargate military base, learning how to explore new worlds and fight enemies. Carter is highly intelligent, brave, and shows understanding and empathy for other beings and cultures. Teal'c is a Goa'uld Jaffa warrior who was freed from slavery by SG-1. He became a dedicated member of their team, willing to sacrifice for them. He has strength, fighting skills, and courage. He is wise and respectful to other races. Played by Christopher Judge. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please share it on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel.